Welcome to Supervive 101, a series where we will be breaking down everything you need to know about the game, Supervive, formerly Project Loki. In today's video, we're going to be covering souls. For newer players, souls can be one of the more confusing objectives and power-ups to understand, and justifiably so. For those not familiar, souls are team-wide buffs obtained from defeating bosses called soul bosses, which spawn on night 1. You can view where they spawn by tracking a meteor drop on the map and then looking for the soul boss icon. Their final location is random every time, so you just gotta position accordingly. You can also see what 2 souls will spawn in the match by checking the top of your map. Please note that some games may only have 1 or no souls spawn. You can also see what soul a team has by looking behind their level and health bar on the left. Now onto the soul boss itself. When you fight the boss, it has 3 different phases. Phase 1 spawns 4 crystals, which you have to destroy. Don't attack the main body during this time, as it is invincible. Once Phase 2 starts, the boss will send out 3 of the crystals into random locations. Follow the tethers, destroy those crystals, and head back to begin the final phase. In Phase 3, the boss is no longer invincible and will do 2 primary attacks. The first attack, it will shoot 4 lasers out, which you should be able to dodge easily. They do hurt though. During the second attack, the boss will fire a laser and then spin around in a 360. During this attack, the boss will be in what's known as a staggerable state, so you'll do extra damage and stagger it if you hit it with one of your hunter abilities. Take advantage of this to defeat the boss faster. This boss is one of the longer objectives to obtain in the game, so use caution as other teams will likely want to contest it. Once the boss is defeated, the soul buff will spawn in the palm of a hand. Once the soul is grabbed, a biome collapse, or a mini storm if you would, will form, so be sure to get away quickly. The soul will be team bound, so as long as one of you stays standing, the team buff will always remain. And if you wipe an enemy team who has the buff, it'll transfer to you. Now let's go over the types of souls. At the time of making this video, there are 9 souls in Supervive: Air, Armor, Damage, Fortress, Nightstalker, Teleport, Vive, XP, and Spirit souls. Air Soul grants your team unlimited glider fuel and temporary spike immunity. At the moment, I don't know the refresh rate of the spike immunity, but I do know that you can at least be hit once without being spiked down, be it over the abyss or on land. Armor Soul grants your team an armor regeneration effect after avoiding damage for 4 seconds. The lower your armor durability, the faster it regenerates. As well, respawning with Armor Soul grants you full armor on res. This is great for those long poke wars that you can get into at the end of the game. With Damage Soul, your team gains a passive that burns enemies who are hit with a damaging effect. It deals 70 damage over 2 seconds. Really helpful for clutching out that close team fight. Next up is Fortress Soul. Fortress Soul, your team generates quick build spike walls every 30 seconds. These drop like items and will need to be picked up and placed in your inventory, but it builds faster walls than the standard ones, so really good if you're looking to turtle up on one of the last islands. Nightstalker Soul, your team becomes stealthed after 8 seconds of being out of combat. Pretty straightforward. Teleport Soul allows your team to teleport anywhere by clicking on the map or the mini-map, and it only has a 10-second cooldown. The Vive Soul does a few things to help with healing. Your team's Vive is unlimited, it's always brewed, and it gains an additional 50% regeneration effect. XP Soul increases your team's level cap to 10 without the need for other sources of uncapped experience. The newest soul added is the Spirit Soul. I don't have the image for the soul yet, but it causes your team's interactions with wisps to be accelerated. Your wisps now move 2 times faster, you pick up allied wisps 20% faster, and you cremate enemy wisps on contact. Cremation, if you're not familiar, they take 66% longer to revive when cremated. It's important to note that you can also apply this effect to enemy wisps when you yourself are a wisp. Souls are incredibly powerful team buffs that could be the difference between a win and settling for just another top 3. I hope this information helps answer some of the questions you may have had about this important objective. Let me know in the comments if you have any further questions on any topics you would like me to cover. And if you like this content, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you, have fun in the matches, and as always, just keep vibing.